Good afternoon. Welcome to Breamore House, which is just near Fordingbridge. It's in Hampshire. This is the Southern Best Kept Volvo event organised by the Volvo Owners Club, of which I am a member. It's a very sunny day and there's a lot of lovely Volvos here. The judges have been out. Judges have actually done my car already. I don't think they're going to win my class somehow, but never mind. So if I get things wrong, if there's wind noise, if I fall over, if I just make a general sort of hash of it, then I do apologise. It's just the way it goes on this channel. First car we've seen, there's quite a few of these here actually. I'm surprised. There are some, I think there's one 2023 Volvo here as well, but we're starting with the older ones in this section. This is a 1968 Volvo 121 Amazon 2-door. Apparently, it's had one owner for over 50 years, which is amazing. And it's not perfect or anything like that, but it looks really, really original. And I'm amazed it's got just some modern tyres on it. They're obviously quite a common size on these. But it's just great. They have Portsmouth registration on this, and on this Amazon here as well. I'm actually a member of the Portsmouth section of the club, so there are quite a few cars here that have sort of Portsmouth plates of that area as well. This is similar to another Amazon. This is a 123 GT. This was the very sporty model. You can see over the other one we've got things like a sort of 3-spoke steering wheel. And somebody, I think, has tuned this engine a bit, because that wouldn't have looked like that when this car was new in 67 or 68. Gauge there as well. Very successful back in the day with rallying, and like a lot of the Volvos, production overlapped with the next model that was the 144 and 145, and we'll see lots of those as well. But yes, I think the Amazon, from memory, I might be wrong about this, was the first Volvo model sold in this country. I think around 1956, something like that, maybe 58, I can't remember actually now. And we've got the state version here as well, and it's not even got the door handles. This has been modified a bit. It's got much bigger wheels. The 123 GT also has bigger wheels, but this is a lot more sort of custom. Strip speedo, of course, like the other ones. It does have a lovely dash in it, just colour coded to the car, and it's a bit more custom. This is a 65, but that's actually really nice. Rev counter in a separate pod, because you didn't get one as standard, but obviously Volvo thinking you didn't need one back in the day, and indeed, most normal cars didn't have one. Obviously very proud of the fact this has the B18 engine in it, which was the predecessor to the Reblock engine. Right, that 240, is that GLT, is just kind of leaving. No, that's it. I'll actually sort of better get myself round here before anybody else kind of leaves. That's a very similar colour to the one my mother had actually when I was growing up. She had a 240 GL. So more Amazon action here. CG, again, it's a local plate to this area. That's kind of sort of Southampton Salisbury way. There's a 4-door. Someone's left a window open for me so I can actually not just look at it, but smell the interior, which is lovely. That is really nice. I like these kind of original looking hubcaps on it as well. It's a 64, this one. Like so many other Volvos, it's got the tow bar on it as well. So this is, I think, the oldest car that's here. It's a PV544. I don't recall these actually being officially sold over here. So all the ones you see are left-hand drive. Now this will be 544s were the later ones. There was a 444 as well. This will be from before about 1965, because that's when they finished. Again, the Amazon came in about 56, but they kept making these alongside them. It just is a common theme with Volvo. But that is immaculate. It's really nice. Also nice is this V70. It's a P80 V70 with some upgraded wheels. That looks very sporty. This could be a T5 or something, wouldn't it? Look at this. Oh, it's got wood and a part leather interior, and the info centre. I like that sort of thing, viewers. I like a bit of luxury on this channel. Yeah, look at all those switches that don't have blanking plates. I like a nice full dashboard. That's my favourite thing, really. One thing they have done actually here is mixed up all the different classes, so they're not sort of separated so much. But obviously some people who've come along have part with their friends. Look at this. I've only seen photographs, but this is beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. 67. And this is an 1800S, denoting it's built in Sweden. It's very similar to the sort of final years of the Saint. I think the last two cars used in the Saint series were both 67s on an E like this. See, at the time they were still selling the Amazons. Again, another 4 doors, the 65 122S. I think there's been some rallying bits put in this actually. Yeah, it's got a roll cage and a non-standard engine, of course. Pretty just a red block, but still red. And then we've got estate Amazon. The estate Amazons like this were the first Volvos ever used by the police in this country, I believe. This is again 6768. I don't know why so many of this colour. It's extraordinary, isn't it? Another Amazon here, another 65. Gosh, there's a lot of 65s here, aren't there? With the B18 engine. Another 122S. That's a really clean engine, mate. 67 121. Again, I'm really impressed by the standard of the cars. Oh, this is an automatic as well. I've never seen an automatic Amazon before. So now we're into the 144s. This is owned by Mike, who is the head of the Portsmouth section of the Volvo Owners Club. Look at the way that gear lever sprats out of the dash. I think this is 71. They facelifted the car a little bit after this one was made, and I forget now whether this has got a facelift grille on it or not. Here is its cousin. This is a 145. Again, around the same sort of area, a little bit later, 71, 72 registration. Just look at all this space. You can see that the rear end is very similar to a 240. In fact, the 240 that's left would have been quite similar to that. Another 1800S and another 1967 car. You could get alloy wheels for these, but this has the original ones on it, and it's got like a sort of red interior, which is similar to the ones that were used in the Saint. Another Amazon. They all seem to be parked together, don't they? Another 67, another red interior. That's got overdrive. That's pretty impressive. There's a little friend there looking for something in the grass. Right, let's go on to the next section. Now we have to be a bit careful around here, because as you'll sort of find as we walk around, some of these cars have engines that we can't discuss. That one sounds like it has as well, because we don't talk about diesels on this channel, thanks to the Mayor of London and his propensity to try to get rid of all of them. Actually got here a 2023 XC90. It's actually owned by James, who supplied the Honda Civic for the channel. This is the B5 version, and this is what he normally drives rather than that Civic you would have seen on the channel. Look at this, another sort of quite new Volvo. So you've literally got everything from a car from 2023 right away back to the PV544. Shows the sort of breadth of cars that's here. C30 2012 to 2013 registration. Hello to @RebelBlueAdventures on Instagram. Don't know what engine's in this. I hope it's one we can talk about, viewers. It's in R design. Another 145 here. This has been owned by it's been owned by a family since 1974. It's not a 74, this one. It's a little bit earlier than that. I think it's a 70 or a 71. It's another one, yeah, 145. And there we go. It's owned for over 48 years, or it's actually 49 years now. Engine's not been dismantled. Again, look at the vast amount of space that you get in a 145. Just loads and loads of space. This is a Mark II S40 2.4i. I think this is with the white block in this one. Actually, you get all sorts of engines in this. Ford engines, Mazda engines, unmentionable engines, all sorts of things like that. That's really nice. Also nice, I've seen this before at the Portsmouth Section Volvo Owners Club meetings. This is a beautiful 940. I think it's a 92. And it is just like my 460, a cat car in the very early days of Volvo fitting catalytic converters. They put lambda sonde on the front of the cars, and you'll see there's a catalyzer badge on the tailgate, I think. This has the B200 FT engine, which is I think the 2-litre turbo in this one. It's an SE from memory. I love these wheels. These wheels are great on this, actually. Yeah, there we go. It hasn't got the catalyzer, but it had to say turbo. That's lovely, isn't it? That's why I feel a bit embarrassed actually entering my car into a Concours event, because the standard is really high here today. And there's some very nice other cars here, like that Mercedes. Right, we'll skip that one. Oh, viewers, look at this. B200E, 89 to 90, which is the same year as my mother's 240 she used to have. It was a late 89. This I think is a GL, but it's got some GLT wheels on it, which is a really common upgrade for 240s. This is great. It's a blue interior. My mother's had a grey interior. This is an auto. Might be the fastest one with that engine. Yeah, it's a 240 GL. Also, you can see as well that a lot of owners of these used to put the reflector strips on the front and rear bumpers. That's a really common thing to do in the period. That is really nice. I don't think this is midnight blue. Midnight blue is a slightly different colour, I think, than one my mother had. It's a slightly darker blue, this one. And then we have the 1800 ES. This I think is the same colour. This is an auto. The same colour as the one used in the protectors. It's about the same year as well, 72-73 plate. This was, I think, was the last year for this 1800 design, which had been launched in, I think, 61, and this is the ultimate incarnation of it with the sort of hatchback coupe design. That is, that's really nice. Yeah, wonderful. I don't think we could talk about this one, viewers, I'm afraid. It's nice, but yeah, thank you, Mayor of London. This one, though, it's the P2 V70. I have driven one of these. It was 2.4 with manual gearbox, non-turbo. This is a 2.5T the auto. Do you know this is later? This is the Mark III. Sorry, I do apologise. This is Mark III. which came out around 2007, 2008 from memory. Again, that's really nice. If anyone owns one of these, but again, we can't talk about that because it's a heavy oil variety. Another Amazon here. This one's a 122S. I love these hubcaps that so many of them have, of red with a V on them. Again, this has had some work done to the engine, I think, with those carbs. Oh, and it's got a tan leather interior. It's on a beige one. I haven't seen any beige leather interiors for 8 years. Hopefully I'll see some at some point, but we shall continue. So another 240 GL wearing the GLT wheels and also with reflector strips on the bumpers. I think this will be very similar to the one I've had. Yeah, it's almost identical. It's a little bit earlier because the radio in this one's down at the bottom, whereas by 1989 they moved it to the top of the dash. But that's got all the rubbing strips and everything like that. Headlamp wiper action, excellent. And then we've got a 940 saloon. These are much rarer than the estates. You can find a lot of 940 estates, not so much for saloons. I've driven 3 940s, 2 automatics and a manual. This is a later one. Don't know what trim it is actually. It's interesting sort of the kind of sparkly bits this one's got. I'd say this is sort of after 1994. Right, so we skip these two, I'm afraid, viewers, because the Mayor of London and his friends around the country, and go on to this very, very late. Sorry, no, it's not late, it's on C, so it's not that late for an Amazon, but just before the 144, 145 were launched. Another 65. It's another 122S. That looks super. Oh, viewers. This is the competition that I have in the Class 7 class, which is the 400 series Volvos. And I think I've kind of lost because this 8990 480 is beautiful. I think the wheels on this are on a slightly later car. I think they're off a sort of facelifted 480, but very similar engine to the one I've got in my 460. It's the Renault F-Type engine, 1.7 litres with electronic fuel injection. When I was a lot younger, my neighbours had one of these in black. It's about the same age as this as well. That is absolutely beautiful. Superb condition. Got a Wentworth here, a 940 Wentworth. This might even have the... no, it's not got the overdrive transmission. It's a 4-speed plus overdrive actually on the manual ones of these very often. I'd say it's about 94. I like the wheels on these later 940s, actually, the alloys. And there's an MGB as well here as well. Didn't expect to see one of these here. What, 6970. Again, this is I think this is a primrose yellow or something like that. I can't remember. It could be a different colour. It's the sort of thing that actually you'd expect to see at shows, isn't it, everywhere? I also like the fact the bumper's been taken off. That looks quite good on these, actually. Again, these wheels on that 940 SE Turbo are also on this one. It's an earlier one, about 93, 94, 93, thank you, with some extra fog lights and some kind of graphics on it as well. I've seen one like that before. Let's get this right now. This is a V40. And we'll have to go on to the 850 next to it. It's facelifted 850 with a manual. Ooh, I don't know what trim this is actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a very late one actually to be in 96, 97. 97, oh no, 7 when we discontinued, so it's a very late actually 850. That's nice though. And now we've got some more modern ones here. I don't know viewers, but I suspect. Oh, here we go. C32 litre. Okay, this is like the Mazda engine, the Mazda L engine in this one, which will be 2011, 2012 actually on 61. I do like the design of these. I'm sort of tempted to at some point to actually own one of these myself. There's loads of different engine options to these. They were made it for a few years. It is on the same platform as the Ford Focus Mark II actually. But again, it's an R design. It seems to be the most popular spec for a lot of modern Volvos. This one, it's a V90. It's actually a T5 on a personal plate, I think this says from memory, but could be wrong actually. These are quite nice. I've ridden in one of these. A friend of mine owns one. T5 would be the one that I would obviously pick, I think, if it were me. It's really nice. Another late 850 here. It's 2.5 non-turbo. It gets a really typical kind of mid-90s colour. Again, 96, 97 registration. This sort of turquoise. That's really nice as well. I realised today that I'm absolutely definitely going to get rid of these wheel trims. We're not going to throw them away, we'll keep them. But we are going to change these wheels for some 480 ES alloy wheels I've been offered by a viewer, which is going to make this car look better, and it might even make it handle a bit better. But the judges have been round, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to win my class, but I don't think there's any others here. No, there aren't any others here. It doesn't look as nice as some of the others. It could have done with a bit of polish actually, but never mind. Ooh, a 960. Viewers, I do like a nice 960. Yes. This one's an auto. It's a pre-facelift one, 93, 94. The later facelift ones actually do particularly have a sort of different rear axle in them. It's still very nice though. And then we've got, this looks like an 850R. Oh yes, I think it is. It is an 850R. Brilliant. And there is the famous white block engine in there. Well over 200 horsepower these had. Very fast, very valuable now. You can pay in excess of sort of £10,000 for one of these actually now. That's a later one, I don't know what year. More Amazon of course. This is a 1966, another 122S with overdrive. And we've got another 850 in this kind of turquoise colour. This actually might be a Volvo UK registered car, because Oxford was where they used to register their press cars and things at the time. This is yeah, this is a 2.5 normally aspirated one. I like this wheels actually. The wheels are good. I don't know what trim this is. Has it got leather interior? Yeah, this might be like a GLT or a CD or GLE or a CD or something. I'm not sure. 940, 94, 95 registration. It's 2.3 SE. This is a manual. So this is the later gearbox in it with the later steering wheel. Oh, there might be a sheet on here, but it might actually tell me what year this is. Well, it doesn't. Please complete below. No, the judges have been quite strict. Oh, hello. Yes, we can talk about this. Oh, gosh. Oh, viewers. A beige leather interior. We've been waiting all day to see one of these. I do like a nice beige leather interior. So 2004 to 5 Volvo S60. This is a 2.5 turbo. Facelifted one of these actually with little chrome strips and things. That's a very nice spec in that. I like that very much, viewers. That is most agreeable. Also very agreeable is this P80 V70. It's not, I don't think the turbo one, but it's got the white block engine. Even with the sort of cloth interiors of these, they still look good. Be like an SE or something, I think, with these wheels. There was a more basic one which only had wheel trims and no alloys on it, so I think this is probably an SE or something. What's that, 97, 98 on an R. We've got a couple more over here as well. V40. This is the second generation of V40 made. I think it's a T3. I forget what engine actually the T3 meant by this stage. I think this is a pre-facelift one, but I'm not sure. Right, we'll have to just be a bit careful on some of these. We just do a little check. Little insert here, viewers, because turns out that this 240 SE with the GLT wheels hasn't left. It's just around the corner at the tea room. That is really nice. It's a very late one, this. They finished in 1993. This is 91, 92. You can tell it's a very late one actually by the door handles that are black rather than chrome. It's very nice. There's also something else that I'll need to have a look at as well, because it's just arrived. Bit of a late entrant is this facelifted 960 estate, 96, 97 plate. Love these cars, viewers. Beige leather interior, wood, with the carbon fibre leaf spring in the back. Yeah, it might not be part of the Concours or anything, but I do like that very much. Sorry, I called it a 960. It's a very early V90. They're pretty much the same. Well, viewers, we've won an award, runner-up in Class 7. Wasn't there only 2 entries in Class 7? Just by turning up, I've actually won the award. So that's nice, isn't it? Lloyd Vehicle Consulting stickers, T-shirts and mugs are available by clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below. Yes, as I suspected, we're going to have to skip on to this BMW Z4 that's here. I think the 2 litre was the least powerful one, but you know, that's still okay. This little treat actually that I think you might have seen a little bit earlier that we'll go and take a peek at now as well. I know this is a Volvo event, viewers, but I like this Jaguar F-Type. It'll be at least 2020, and if not newer, so I think this is the facelift one. It's really nice. I'd actually like to have a go on one of these at some point. It's pretty good. Right, so that's it from the Best Kept Volvo Southern Region event, organised by the Volvo Owners Club here at Breamore House in Fordingbridge, Hampshire. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like to leave a comment below. There is an 8-track set going there, and we shall see you again soon for more incorrect information.